So, you're moving to Canada? Getting settled is a super exciting journey, but if you want to navigate your first week with absolute confidence, well, consider me your enthusiastic local guide. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're focusing on the essential everyday English vocabulary you actually need to survive here. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this, because here's a really common trap. If you're like a lot of newcomers, you probably learned your conversational English from standard international textbooks or, American TV shows. And while that's a fantastic foundation, relying purely on sitcoms is going to leave you pretty confused during those first few days. There's a totally distinct local vocabulary here that you just won't find on TV. So let's start with your absolute most essential everyday word. Down in America, you might ask for the bathroom or the restroom, right? But up here in Canada, the standard term is the washroom. Whether you're in someone's home, navigating a corporate office, or just looking for facilities in a public space, washroom is the word you need to know. And you know what's incredibly empowering about this tiny linguistic shift? It is so simple to apply. If you just confidently ask, "Where's the washroom?" I promise you're going to instantly sound completely natural. It immediately signals to anyone listening that you are adapting seamlessly. All right, let's shift gears to a massive part of local culture: winter. Now, a toque is simply a winter hat, but the reality is this specific word becomes an unavoidable everyday part of your life once the weather turns cold. You'll hear it constantly, on the streets, in stores, even on the local news. Actually, "don't forget your toque" is arguably one of the most uniquely Canadian sentences in existence. Seriously. When the temperature drops, this is the exact friendly advice you're going to hear from neighbors, coworkers, and friends as you head out the door. Mastering this just shows you're fully prepared for the climate. Now imagine a classic day-in-the-life scenario here. You're at a local coffee shop trying to warm up, and you'll definitely encounter this iconic phrase: the double-double. It's a very specific order meaning exactly 2 creams and 2 sugars. So if you hear someone say it in line, or if you confidently order it yourself, well, now you know exactly what's going into that cup. Let's move to and see how this builds into daily administration. Because let's face it, there is always paperwork when you relocate. Forget the zip code. Up here, you're going to need a postal code. You'll need this for almost every single form you fill out, from setting up bank accounts to getting packages delivered and filing all that government paperwork. Next up is currency. For your daily financial transactions, you're going to be using coins quite a bit. And the $1 coin? That's affectionately known as the loonie. It's this fast, punchy word that you're going to use all the time when grabbing a quick snack or paying for parking. And stepping right up to the $2 value, we have the toonie. Now, I really want to validate something right away for you. If you mix up the loonie and the toonie at first, do not panic. Fumbling with these specific coins at a cash register is a highly relatable newcomer moment. Trust me, confusion here is perfectly normal. Okay, now we arrive at the ultimate local secret: A. It's a natural conversational habit used right at the end of a sentence. And I want to explicitly point out here, do not view this as slang to avoid. It's actually a genuine conversational tool. And using it naturally, well, it absolutely helps you blend in rather than stand out. Here's a super quick practical example of it in action. Nice day, eh? See how it turns a simple statement into this inclusive, friendly question? It is literally the perfect way to have a casual, warm chat with a neighbor. So, the crucial point here is that these small linguistic details matter far more than people expect. They completely bridge the gap. Honestly, they're often the entire difference between sounding like you just arrived and sounding like you already belong in your new community. Well, that wraps up our first full explainer in this series on real, practical English for life in Canada. If you found this insider guide valuable and you want to keep mastering the local language, hit subscribe now. And hey, before you go, comment which word surprised you the most. I read every comment and it shapes exactly what we cover next.